in the lineup for the game on Wednesday night at Cleveland. Marv Albert, Chris Webber, 18 points a game. You see that Milwaukee starting five. This is Holiday firing, and it's rebounded by Jeff Green. As we check out the Nets, front line of Durant, Green, and Jordan as they get right.
Want to leave your feet and make a pass right there. Green, he wish he could have that pass back.
Middleton with an air ball saved by Harris. Chris Middleton coming off an excellent game the other night. In fact, particularly down the stretch with a couple of key threes. This is Durant on the hop, and Jordan puts it down.
Departure of Allen. The pressure is going to be upon Jordan, who lets Antetokounmpo take that three. Listen, keep giving that to me. I'll keep knocking it down.
Giannis slightly under 30% from downtown. Nice play by Middleton. He's ahead of the field, and he is able to put it down.
Does instill confidence in the defense to say, go ahead, take as many shots as you want from three-point line, no matter how many you make. And by the way, at the end of the game, we're going to foul you.
Games here at home against the Bucks going back several seasons. Green, guarded by DiVincenzo. Green backs his way. Off the head fake. Oh.
You look at this team, Brooklyn Nets, 4 guys averaging in double figures. Great ball.
9. Bucks with a NBA record 29 three-pointer. Milwaukee up by 1. Here's Durant.
Big three that we've seen, Kevin Durant and Chris Bosh. What I'm talking about, these have 3 ball handlers. And when you have 3 ball handlers, guys that can get their own shot, but then you don't have to wait for someone to get it to you, and the fluid, the motion can be that much more prevalent because each guy can do that. And when you have 3 ball handlers like they do, you can increase the pace. Each guy can take it off the rim, push it himself with the jump shooting of Harris.
And Durant looking at it long range.
You know, Marv, I really think it's on these 3 players. I think it is.
To dribble, or didn't dribble. Remember that game? He had 60 points and, 12 dribbles?
Yeah, 11, 12 dribbles. Yes, you're right.
Unbelievable, but you have Harden and Irving who do dribble all the time. Giannis was blocked by Jordan. Here's Lopez on a reverse. And Bosh, you have Magic, Worthy, and Kareem, Bird, McHale, and Parrish, and you can keep going. They're a batch of big threes able to knock it down. You know what I think about in terms of the ball handling and the movement? TMC of Golden State.
Yes.
They were just great to watch. I mean, you didn't have a guy like Durant.
Big EMC team, you're right, because you had 3 great ball handlers and 3 guys that can all shoot the three-pointers. Even Tim Hardaway was great at post. Can have ball movement, constant movement, and at the end of shot clocks, you have a lot of confidence because any player can get their own shot.
They didn't win a championship, but
I think that might have been their Achilles heel in the late 90s.
Bruce Brown has come on for the first time. He's played well. Former member of the Detroit Pistons, a very good defender. Middleton with a reverse. Nets with a 2-point advantage. Middleton able to knock down the jumper. 6 rebounds, 6 assists, 47% from as Joe Harris goes to his specialty, able to hit from downtown. Holiday.
Brooklyn to be and to play at that championship level that we all expect. DeAndre Jordan is going to have to be the man for this team on the defensive end. He's going to have to do 2 things. Finish on pick and roll strong and be a threat always. And secondly, make sure he blocks shots and finishes possessions with rebounds.
I mean, it's kind of how we're built. You know, the players are great. You know, Giannis, Chris, Drew, Brooke, all these guys. You know, they get a lot of stops, and then, you know, they go the other way. They play fast, they share it.
You know. The Milwaukee Bucks, we saw James Harden hit a 3 and then able to drive the lane. So the Nets move within 1. How about the Bucks already with 11 assists during the course of a 9-0 run that went 2.5 minutes. Here's Giannis off his Harden coming off the sensational game Saturday night, his debut. 32 points, 14 assists, 12 rebounds. And Jeff Green is able to knock it down.
You know, Marv, I think one important note in this narrative, I know everyone talks about how hard it plays. And if this guy plays, then you're missing out on something. Antetokounmpo just going down the middle of the lane. But I think people really have to remember the true context of Harden. When he played in OKC with Durant for 3 years, Durant in fourth quarter assists, getting both he and Westbrook involved. D'Antoni, in my opinion, is the reason why Harden started to play that way, as you see.
A beautiful look-away pass. And the reverse by Brown. By DiVincenzo. Durant. And it's tipped-toed by Jordan. Here is Durant on a pull-up. Yes. Has not shot well. Now 2 of 8 from the field, just 6 points. Nice move there by Middleton. Vincenzo on Durant quite a bit. 3-year man out of Villanova, 2-time champion. At Villanova, here's Harris with room. Yes.
His sleep, and I tell you what, the Bucks are fortunate.
The reverse missed by Antetokounmpo.
Speaking of fortunate and easy buckets you usually make, Giannis giving them the payback.
And Hart 4 for 6 from the field, 11 points. In fact, Durant and Harden have 8 of the Nets' last 9 assists. DiVincenzo pops it to the corner. Here's Augustine. And now the Nets back in possession. Harden surrounded. Triple team gets it to Durant, and he puts it down. Giannis 14 points, 5 rebounds, 5 of 12 from the field. And adds to that.
And starts understanding, yeah, I can get crossed over and embarrassed, but if I do my job, I can also get a turnover for our squad.
Holiday, one of the better defensive backcourt men in the league. He's been all defensive first and second team a couple of times. Been an all-star with New Orleans. And a fadeaway bank shot.
They got
one. Shade over 2 minutes gone by in this third quarter. Marv Albert along with Chris Webber. Pretty pass, and Harris.
He's lying, but as a competitor, he really did make them when they count, especially against my Kings. And you got to give the man a lot of love because he put too much time in on the practice court.
And Durant has turned it around in this second half. He now has 16 points. Nets by 5. Here's Jeff Green. Yes, he has to have at least 13 signature shoes. The Nets with an 8-point lead on the Bucks. Shot clock is down to 5. And
had to smile and give him respect on that corner. You have to give the credit of Brooklyn, a lot of defense of Brooklyn, a lot of credit right now, staying in the pass.
So James Harden now with 18 points. Kevin Durant with 16. Jeff Green with 14.
That team can play because you can now get wide open looks off the flare. And that play and the strong finish by Jordan is
Jordan Green up front. Harden, Harris in the backcourt. Harden deflected off Lopez, did not work.
Hey, you can't argue. Nobody.
Incidentally, that was the 3rd team foul on the Nets. Harris right back set for the game. Yeah, Green 5 for 5. Harris 6 of 8. Harden 7 of 14. And Giannis with... Bruce Brown is checked in for the Nets. A runner by Durant.
That's just a floater. Again, I'll say it every time. He makes me wish I could go back in a time machine and watch the great George Gervin play because they seem that they must have the same type of smooth game.
First miss, he hit his previous 5 shots, 4 from downtown. Holiday fielding the contact hits. Yes, players for his selfless play and on-off-court leadership. And one of the team leaders now with the Bucks. Pass from Harden comes right back to him when he took it by the double, gets it out. Here is Brown. Back Comes Augustine using the pick. Giannis spinning his way on a double team and scores from three-point land.
Some of that has been self-inflicted. Guys just missing shots, but you have to give a lot of credits to the Bucks. To Brooklyn, who's been switching, communicating on time.
Harden to Jordan, and that's better. Harden putting moves on. Harden unable to hit. Antetokounmpo to DiVincenzo. Bad pass broken up by Jordan, kept alive though by Holiday, brings to the rim and scores.
But what a pleasure to be able to coach James. I think he makes everybody better. Kevin's starting to continually, I think, feel more comfortable playing NBA basketball again. Obviously, player of the week was incredible after 18 months out, but James and Kevin.
As an NBA head coach, Hall of Famer, 8-time All-Star, had a spectacular 18-year career. We saw Bryn Forbes hit a moment ago. Giannis with the stuff. Points.
Mark, we see Coach Nash talking to Harden, and again, so much has been made of the styles of play of players as you see Harden knock a tough one down. For younger players or younger fans that didn't see Nash play, and there's this narrative on Harden's game, fair or unfair, Nash dribbled the ball more than Harden. I played against him. I know that for a fact, and I know that he was so tough to stop because he was one of the most unselfish point guards that you guarded.
The early fourth quarter, and the Bucks have closed the gap. Here's Connaughton from Jordan up top. Harden played physically by DiVincenzo, rolls out, kept alive. MLK Day showcase triple header as we celebrate the life and achievements of civil rights leader Martin Luther King. Points.
Love how Giannis let that play come to him. He didn't step out at the three-point line. He's capable of knocking it down, that 19-foot jumper, and pretty soon the defense is going to have to come up, and then he'll drive by for that Euro step up.
Harden showing buckets. Durant played physically by Connaughton. In fact, Durant thought he was fouled. Now Durant with the step pulls it up. DiVincenzo goes back in. Durant with the rebound. That's up by 5. Harden on the drive. The national TV schedule tomorrow on NBA TV. It's the Pelicans and the Jazz. Holiday comes across, finds room, and finds Giannis. So a three-point game. Nets have led by as many as 11. Bucks keep coming back. Durant, yes.
This is old school Reggie Miller. Go set a pick, let a guy come up, and he's going to knock it down. That's such a luxury to have if you're now. Exactly. So if this team focuses on defense, and we heard Charles Barkley talk about making sure this team could rebound with the best of them, it's going to be tough to stop.
Lopez for 3. Yes.
Big fella.
Apparently we had a technical problem. Missed a couple of plays. Connaughton
Jump off the bench to cheer his guys on, saying, this is how we're supposed to play.
So the Nets in possession now. Here's Harden, got the step. Harden banks it home for James Harden. Nets with a one-point hit. Here's Lopez again for 3. This time comes up with air. It was saved though by Connaughton.
Middleton needs to be more aggressive, especially off the pick and roll.
And Middleton. Oh, he got a friendly bounce.
He needs the ball in his hands late in the game.
4th team foul on Milwaukee. Beautiful setup again. 32 and 10 for Harden in this his second game as a Net. Harden going left this time, and he is able to get the roll on the. So the Nets recapture the lead up by 1.
On the Bucks guard, dribble penetration is going to be the story for the rest of this game.
Middleton backs it home off the drive with 13 points in this 4th quarter. Nice pass. Conley could not connect, and the Bucks lead by 2.
Great job by Giannis following the shot blocker. Following the shot blocker, usually that block shot is going to be your rebound. Great finish.
pass with a catch and shoot for three. Joe Harris, 7 for 12. That's his 5th three. He has 20 points.
Great flare screen by DeAndre Jordan, getting him wide open. Again, middle.
Bucks by 1, 45 seconds left in regulation. Hart open for three. Rebounded by Hart. Finds Durant for three. Second differential. Nets by 2. Durant goes to the crossover. Lost it. Middleton. 3 and 8/10 seconds to go in this 4th quarter. Hardaway looking to inbound. He does to Middleton. He's 3-point territory. Fires in and out, and the